Where once there was masochism, now only chaos remains. Welcome to the debut of Chaos Mondays, a day of the week where I am going to be playing whatever takes my fancy at the time. And people will just have to wait until things get going to know what's going to be streamed. I'm going to know what's going to be streamed. Well, I choose on the day. Literally, when I was setting up the stream, I went through all my games like, I'm going to play this. Half the time that is probably going, well, actually no, at least half the time that's going to involve me installing something new. So that was fun. I was sat there and I was like, oh, I'm so glad it's the PS5 version. First things first though, hello and welcome Emoto, and thank you very much for your subscription for 23 months. It's incredible. Very much appreciated. Eeks in Spanish. I'm not sure how you could do that. I used to know a bit of Spanish. I used to study it. I say study, I used to learn it. Wasn't that great at it. Better than I ever was at French, though. But I think it's better to, to not be left on tenterhooks too long and not to leave someone just chatting for too long, because it has had the tendency in previous times to attract the wrong sort of people. And we'll change everything over. If there's something strange in the neighborhood, who are you going to call? Me, apparently. Welcome to Ghostwire Tokyo. I bought this yesterday. It was on sale. It's published by Bethesda, but it's not developed by Bethesda. Important difference. Very important difference. It's not a Bethesda game, it's just published by them. Everything I've seen of this game, visually wise, and what the game involves, fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Cannot fault it whatsoever. Love the way that they do the take on mythology and the approach to the game in general. What I've heard from the game, though, is that it's quite barren and empty, and there's not a whole lot to do outside of the main story. So that's why I was quite happy to pick it up on sale rather than paying full price for it, because full price was £60. I'm not going to pay £60 for most games, let alone a game that has such iffy reviews. I will probably pay £60 for a game that I am massively hyped for. Like, if Cyberpunk released it at £60, I would probably still have bought it. Because Cyberpunk. But no, I think that, half of £60 being £30, fairly decent price list. So yeah. If this goes well, it will go onto the normal stream schedule, stream queue, and will be streamed in its own dedicated slot in the future. If it doesn't go well, who knows? Oh, that reminds me, I need to absorb the Masochism Monday stuff into the normal stream queue. I'll make a note to right now to that after stream. Merge Masochism Monday games to stream queue. There we are. Alright. And with Emoto's, well, I say Emoto's message is the only thing in chat at the moment, but you can't see that because for some weird reason, Stream Elements doesn't want to recognize commands by itself or subscription things. I suppose that's so that this doesn't get muddied up by people doing gift subs and that kind of stuff. I don't know. Either way, though, let's jump over to this, and I will actually reduce the volume on OBS first because this is the first time I'm opening it. So I'm going to need to do some configuration first. I love the thing here. A PS5 window at the bottom. Please wait. Game hints are available. I don't care. I don't want game help. I really want to stop seeing that as a notification. Say hi to Tenmu. She's here. She's here too. Hello, Tenmu. Hope you're having a nice holiday. Just so you barely see the logo. I always find it's better to check on this screen if it can be seen or not. Yeah, that's fine. Warning, do you want to save and continue? Yes. Login burst. I didn't log in. The Tokyo Bond Dancer mode is now inventory. Okay. The fact that everything is... Every time that's for events that normally have a clock ticking down. While I'm not keen on timed stuff, I do want to kind of see what it's like. What it means. We are going to have subtitles. If it's going to be Japanese audio, we do really need to have that. Quality mode, high fidelity frame rate, ray tracing enabled. No, we want performance mode. It's going to be nice and slick. She said hi. Yay. Q, hello and welcome. Spooks ahoy. Hopefully. That seems okay. Let's just bring you up to full volume on OBS. Maybe a little bit lower. Funny volume. Nah, 60 is a bit too low. So let's go in the middle. Let's go 65. Yeah. Apply your settings changes. Yes, I've changed 2 things. So I just want to say, when it says with the vibration enabled and adaptive trigger stuff for this controller, every time I move the cursor, I get a little vibration pulse. Put it 420. I'm not sure my PS5 can actually run 420. I'm really not. Easy, for players who just want to relax and enjoy the game's atmosphere and story. Normal, for players who want a bit more excitement and exploration in their journey. Hard, for players confident in their abilities. Tatari, for players who enjoy split-second decisions being the difference between life and death. All XP rewards will be set at 0, and you'll be unable to change the difficulty setting without starting a new game. Okay. Level 0 challenge, apparently. It's interesting to see that getting implemented as a feature. I'm just going to go for normal for now. For now. I might give Tatari mode a complete miss unless there's a trophy for it. Or unless this game turns out to be awful. Immersion broken. Children's Day gift pack. Tanabata gift pack. Outfit items will become a valuable part with through Chapter 2. Don't want outfits. Well, that's a nice starting thumbnail anyway. And this is on performance mode, not graphical quality mode. And it already looks amazing. Okay. Well, that was me. This game's already gorgeous. Red moon, that's a good sign. Bloodborne. We're in Bloodborne hours here. It's amazing that, the stuff you see in the trailers and the quality that you see in those is now actually starting to match actual gameplay, and that's incredible to me. You might want to get that scene too. I would react the same way, not gonna lie. Appropriate action, yeah.
なあ、全然電波来ねえんだけど。
Well, that's clearly not just something you see in the mirror then. Also appropriate reaction.
なんだよこれ。
Yeah.
生きてやったのか。
なんだよ。
おい、寝ぼけたガキ。この体よこせ。
なんだよこの声。
そんな都合よくはいかねえか。
I'm intrigued.
What?
たくど素人が。俺は中にいるんだ。このぐらいなんとか耐えろ。だろな。
なんだ。
Oh, that ain't good.
何か来る。
喋んな。隠れる。いいから今は言う通りにしろ。
Awesome, so I don't see what's going on half the time, so someone's screaming eeks in Japanese. Pretty much. Oh. I just noticed the headless ones. Oh, that's... Oh, wow. So cool. It really is.
あいつ。
私が君たちを救おう。私だけが君たちを救う。君たちの魂は純化され、来たるべき世界の礎となる。すでに器は整った。それは魂の住まうべきところだ。さあ、集え。
Concern intensifies. Yeah. Yeah, even more now. Oh.
そこにある。
Oh, that's not good. I'm already glad I got this. Cute. Get in the box. I saw that big beastie boy.
なんだよあれ。
敵だ。あと。
何言ってんだよ。そもそもあんた一体。
おい、抵抗するな。体はもう俺のもんだ。お前はさっき死んだ。俺が出ていけばお前は終わる。
It looks unhealthy. It does, but
どうすれば。
お前に選択肢などない。俺に従え。
嫌だ。僕にはやらなきゃいけないことがある。
やらなきゃいけないこと知るかい。うだうだ言うなら他を探す。お前は終わりだ。
他誰もいないぞ。
こいつ。
悪霊だか。
oh, I'm a sass master. I love it.
体は僕のものだ。あんたの指示は受けない。
そうかよ。だったら力ずくで奪うまでだ。
Okay.
お前には消えてもらう。 方ねえ。まずは付き合ってやる。だが忘れるな。お前の命を握ってるのは。
I've got to say, the vibration feedback in the controller is something magnificent.
分かったら早く進め。
指図するな。
I'm hooked. This is the in-game graphics. Look at this.
動きがぎこちないが、まあいいだろう。
Whoa!
なんだよこれ。
逃げ切れない。俺の指示に従え。指先に神経を集中させて解き放つんだ。
Yeah, hello, welcome. It's a good-looking game right there. Yeah.
いいぞ。このまま攻め続ける。相手の攻撃は守りを固めれば軽減できる。やるじゃねえ。このまま残りを片付けるぞ。俺がいなければあいつらにやられていたってことだ。
A delicious slender voice, hope everyone's like.
済ませようぜ。
Yeah. A roaringly good start to Chaos Monday.
行かなきゃ。
Sorry, that's... Oh, that's a big map. That's a really big map. Well, I suppose, you know, it's Ghostwire Tokyo, so, yeah. So my consent matters.
妹に会いに行く途中で事故ったのか。
僕の体を奪おうとしたやつに話す必要ないだろ。
それもそうだな。
あんたは何者なんだよ。
先にお前が話したら教えてやるよ。それにしてもひどい景色だ。ここまでとはな。
これが本当に渋谷なのか。
This feels like the kind of thing where they've actually been to location to make it as accurate as possible. Possible. This game is absolutely gorgeous already. It's always slightly worrying when it's like, here's how to run. Because half the time in these kind of games, it's because you need to run.
なんだこれ。
向こうの世界の物体が
It's rubbish.
に干渉している。物は試しだ。触れてみろ。
One second, I just want to finish off the rest of this coffee because otherwise it's going to go cold. I think what happened here is pretty obvious. It was the rapture and we've been left behind. Yeah, there's just ghosts now. Yeah. Right. Oh, there's a photo mode, which is inaccessible at the moment. Okay. Ether and crystallized ether. You come across crystallized ether that can be destroyed with ethereal weaving, R2, or with strike attacks, R3. Excuse me. Doing so will shatter the deposit and release a shower of ether. Absorbing ether restores SP, the energy used to perform ethereal weaving attacks. Excuse me. Defeating visitors will also procure ether. Visitors, they're called. Okay. That's a strange interaction prompt. L2.
妹ってのは病人なのか。
ああ、
それはタイミングが悪いな。
病室は4階だったな。
Fourth floor. I'm sorry, what? I was under the impression Japanese hospitals didn't have a 4th floor. Because, you know, the Japanese word for being she being synonymous with death. I'm already worried. I didn't realize 10, you're here. So I might have known that this was, so obviously I knew before I was going to be playing that this is what I was going to be playing. And I thought this would be right up Ten's alley, so I messaged her and said, hey, come watch this. I don't see names, I just see colours. Ah, fair. Anxious message. Takun, come back right away. There's white smoke coming from the entrance. It might be poison. And immediately this gift shop is... Well, this... Not really a gift shop, it's a convenience store. But this one within a hospital. Better than any in the UK. Then again, the UK has, you know, government funding. It's another kind of game which, yeah, you get better stuff by going around. I'm here on the roof because ain't no internet in this shitty house elsewhere. Is the roof hot and made of tin? Because then cat on a hot tin roof. Patient registration cards. Kyoko Kudo. Number 411585666, Kyoko Kudo, Shibuya Central Hospital. Please present your insurance card during your first hospital visit of each month. Efficient. An AED. Soon. I don't know why I can't get through there. I'm not sure if I want to know why I can't get through there, but sure. Sure. Now I know that exploration helped. Ah. I found the jump button. That seems to be... Well, R1 apparently pulls out my fingers. Agitated message. Tomomi, what happened? Nothing going on here. Oh. Oh. It's one of those cubes that had a person in it. Oh!
何してるんだ。
ああやって体を失った魂を集めてるんだよ。
何のために。
あの世に連れ去るか。
You might want to see a doctor about that. That looks painful.
どちらにしてもあの魂は救われない。
止めなきゃ。
待て。あいつらはまだこっちの存在に気づいてない。見つからないようしゃがみながら背後に近づけ。
And this is the headless girl has gone now. It's probably for the best. So this is about to let me do stealth takedowns. They get by an enemy unknown to defeat them instantly. I don't think I've ever actually been spooked by a stealth takedown before. That's a first. Synergy level. Accruing XP will raise Akito's synergy level with his new powers. XP can be acquired by defeating enemies and completing missions. Gaining level will increase your maximum HP, as well as confer spirit skill points, which can be used to unlock new skills in the skill menu. Paranormal Activity Agent 47. Gaining synergy level grants spirit skill points. You can check your current skill points and spend them in the skills menu. Note that block paths of the various skill trees require Magatama to unlock. Well, I'm using Nio as well. You have access to the skills menu. Try learning the Takahaya 1 charge attack sprint skill. Spirit. You're not ready for this yet. Ethereal weaving. Enables you to perform charged ethereal weaving attacks. Hold R2, the properties of which vary based on the element equipped. Wind shoots 2 homing bursts out of wind in rapid succession. Water shoot a blade of water 4 meter in diameter. Fire shoot a fireball that explodes in a 4 meter radius. Oh, Jesus. Yeah? That sounds good. Not looking forward to fighting the headless schoolgirls. Escalators in a hospital? My word. Message family. Don't worry, Mum. I'm in hospital now. I think I'll be okay. I don't think that's the case. I can't take the steps. Ah. Jesus. And Warp Alone, welcome, and thank you very much for the 13-month resub at tier 3, no less. Very generous of you. Very much appreciated. She wasn't headless. I think she had a paper talisman for her head. Somehow that's worse. If I take a pic of my icky arc sticky on Twitter, you never do icky arcs in MOSO. Never. An escalator that actually lets you just ride up there like an escalator. Huh. That's a nice little feature. When I turn, I can hear footsteps. And then, from my character moving. Oh, we have physics, do we? Nice graphics. Yeah, this game is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, shy. Oh, that takes a while. Oh, I love this! Gonna censor it, stupid fish. I know, right? Neighborhood Association flyer. Neighborhood flea market coming soon. Do you have old children's clothes that don't fit clogging up your closet? Or maybe there's just one too many bits and or bobs in your kitchen drawer. Whatever you might have, if it's not getting used, bring it on down and sell it. Let someone else bless what was your mess.
何か入ってるのか。
食べ物がある。
Umabushi.
使えるものは使っておけ。こんな時だからな。
それもそうだな。
I've actually had umabushi that comes in packets like that. I actually did. On my way back from my surgery, we stopped at a place in Birmingham in the train station, and there was a Japanese food chain there that was selling those. So good. Restoring health holds you as consumable. You can restore health by eating or drinking consumables. In addition to restoring health, each food or drink you consume will grant a slight permanent boost to your max HP. Oh. Inventory menu, you can equip consumables for use when needed. Oh, nice. So you're an exorcist who can execute silent takedowns while also being able to become Scorpion for Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I've been possessed when, you know, on the brink of death or actually dead when a big spirit purge, well, just before a big spirit purge happened and took everyone's souls away, and because I was possessed, I resisted it. Oh, those respawn. Okay. Well, at least that tells me that there isn't going to be a trophy for dispelling all of them. Maybe a trophy for dispelling a certain number. My... noises they make as well. It's kind of chilling. Akitori. Missing person flyer. We are seeking information about the following incident. A girl in this photograph disappeared on April 15th. Last sighted shopping at 429 Shibuya. If you have any information regarding her whereabouts, please call immediately toll free. A girl in this photograph. Image not available. Oh, there's one of you as well. That's uncomfortable. Not so sure I want to do the same with this one, but hey. Yeah, that was kind of unsettling in its own regard. Because I swear when she was bent over, she was reaching for my face. That was really unsettling. People didn't like this game. Yeah, apparently this game's got really bad reviews. It's like, how? Hastily written log. Another prank? I got a nurse call from room 403 in the middle of the night. Can you check it out? Sakamoto. Can you be more specific? Why do you need me to check it out? Taguchi. Room 403 is empty. The patient passed away last week. Sakamoto. Oh. Yeah, that would be... Yeah. It's a freaking ghost story as well. I love it. Keep going, perhaps we find out. I think what the biggest complaint is that outside of the main storyline, there's not much to do in the game. I was like, fair criticism. If that is the case, then, you know, fair. But at the same time, even if this is all the game is, I like it. Oh, I can't. Oh, there's two of you. I can't sneak past both of you unless you can't see me. No. Oh! I love the combat in this. I really do. Done. I no longer have Twitter on my phone because I deleted the app. Oh, I upgraded my phone. I have not actually linked my account on Twitter because I keep forgetting to. As long as the story, gameplay, etc. is good enough, it's all right. Yeah. It's great. Yeah, I agree. This game is both visually and just everything else impressive. I can honestly wholly believe that the developers are either from Shibuya or went to Shibuya and found and just lovingly recreated the entire place. And sense the crotch because you didn't draw the crotch. You're in Amazon Super. All clothes on the floor, no underwear. I think that's possibly a censorship choice. And in fairness, the outfits like that are all together. I mean, that's clearly a nurse's uniform. Rice ball with salmon. Ugh. There's just collected. Oh, God. They've got no eyes or nose. What else are they going to... Oh, no. 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 Oh, too late. Brain already went there. Oh. God, I hate my brain at times. Ugh. Oh, yeah, by the way, I worked out... I think I worked out what was wrong with the redeems last time that wasn't causing them to react. I think it's because Stream Elements had logged me out for inactivity. So if that happens again, I think I just need to try and refresh the window I have over there, which should prompt me to re-log into Stream Elements. Note hospital director. When I found Owada in the operating room before he died, he kept muttering about how he could see some woman. Then I saw her myself. It was a terrifying sight to behold. She was like some kind of shadow, and she looked like she was wearing a mask. Please, you need to lock that OR. I've seen the shadow so many times since that day, and I know I'm not the only one. The room needs to be locked up before the patients start talking. Thank you, Nia, for your contribution to the SCP Stream Challenge. I want that. Thank you, more for the hydration reminder. Also, I have a slight new gaming obsession that I'm probably not going to ever stream. I started playing World of Warships last night. I thought I was only going to play one match, just so I'm not going to waste the premium time they gave me. Yeah, I ended up playing it quite a lot and then going back for a second round. Oh, Jesus! Light's not even off, and that just made me, and that jumped me. Yay. This is apparently my punishment for talking about a different game. Ikumi Nakamura worked on this, no shit, it's pretty. I don't know the name. Could you enlighten me, please, Q? The level of detail. So, I've worked in kitchens like this. I've worked with extractor fans like that. I have seen how fucking greasy and grimy they get. That's fucking accurate. You need to go down, you're slowly dying up here, and there's some noms to be had downstairs, so have fun. No problem at all, Limoso. Thanks for coming in as long as you did, and see you later. I'm pretty sure this is going to get added to the stream schedule, well, queue, so yeah. Ikumi Nakamura is a Japanese video game artist and director. She is best known for her work at Tango Gameworks as an artist on The Evil Within. I'm surprised. The Evil Within was not great, but then again, The Evil Within was mostly because it's Capcom. This does not feel like a Capcom horror game. And I'm glad for that. I'm already more engrossed and more enjoying it than I was Resident Evil Village. Because of shit like that. I love a monster design, yeah. The Evil Within, I will admit, the design of the monster in that was amazing. Also been frightened more than with Village. Yeah. I was unnerved at the beginning of Village after the weird manor intro. But after I met the first enemy, it's like, well, all the horror elements gone. But this is... So this kind of tension, this atmosphere, this is what I love about a horror game. This has Silent Hill vibes. I adore Silent Hill and the atmosphere it creates. This gives me hope that the tension and all the stuff that they put in Silent Hill isn't dead and it's not a lost art. The fact that I wasn't able to control that door opening really unnerves me, as does the lighting. Those are operating rooms, and I'm pretty sure that means that it's occupied. Or, you know, theatre in session. I swear I just heard something. What the fuck?
どうなってるんだ。
警戒しろ。ここはまともな状態じゃないぞ。
Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is actually definitely a proper horror game. Yeah, this is... How can I tell it's a proper horror game? Because I now cannot stand up. If I do, I'm taking the fucking chair with me. Satan, someone said that's chair-tastic. Ah. Third floor. I'm still very worried by the fact that he said that his sister is on the 4th floor, because I was fairly always of the knowledge that there was no 4th floor in Japanese hospitals. I don't know, that might have changed. Because one of the whole things with Silent Hill was, was when you go into the Otherworld version of the Alchemilla Hospital, you open up a 4th floor. Because there is no 4th floor initially, because of it's synonymous with death. Maybe that's gotten changed in recent times, I don't know. I would like to not. And not in that way. Oh. Nurses shift change notes. Toshiyuki Kota, patient room transfer 403 to 402. 405, noise complaint for adjacent room. 410, low water pressure. 417, flowers came from brother. Needs vase. Why am I getting the feeling that my sister's in room 403? No. No, 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 no. You can fuck off. You can fuck right off. No. Can't open that door. (401), 402. So that's the scary room. It makes sense, you know, the fourth floor is where everything's going all fucky-wucky. Of course my sister's in the one at the very end of the corridor. Hang on. Oh, the room's actually there. Oh, that would have been such a good joke to make. If there was just a wall there and just said 404. Room not found. I can understand why they didn't, but you know, that's still a bit of an opportunity to do so. Oh. End of game if you go in. What the fuck? Oh, that ain't good.
素晴らしい。生きながらにしてあちら側と接続されている。まさに理想的な観測者だ。これで計画は完全となる。触るな。誰だ。
I don't like the fact that it's shoes. Look at his shoes. Look how big his feet are.
愚かな。魂を解放してやったというのに、まだ肉体などにしがみついているのか。今度こそ逃がさねえ。 意志の力か。興味深い。だが、お前は後回しだ。周りに触れるなと言っている。そうか。お前の。案ずるな。私なら彼女を救ってやれる。
Oh. Oh, there's more of them. Oh, there's a lot more of them. Oh! Well, shit!
ここは死んだのか。
ああ、何もしなければな。現世の時間で3秒、呼吸1回分で終わりだ。
嫌だ、まだ死ねない。
一つだけ方法がある。体をよこせ。妹は助けてやる。
あんたを信じろってのか。
無理にとは言わん。このままお前は死に、妹はあいつに蹂躙される。それだけだ。
僕は消えるのか。
さあな、祈れ。
妹はマリー、僕は伊月明人だ。
今さら自己紹介かよ。まあいい。KK だ。名前は捨てた。
KK、マリを頼む。病室。マリー。俺には戸締まりしろってうるさいくせに。これだよ。マリー。ここは。
おい、しっかりしてくれよ。
僕は消えなかったのか。
神様に感謝するんだな。ちった見られる顔になったじゃねえか。
黙れ。
で、体はもらっていいんだよな。
約束はしていない。現に僕はここにいる。
おい、裏切んなよ。
裏切ってない。
まあいい。居心地はだいぶ良くなったぜ。
妹を連れて行ったやつの居場所を知りたい。
あいつは目的のために大掛かりな儀式をやるはずだ。
じゃあそこに行けば。
ああ、今みたいに返り討ちだ。焦るなよ。今度は俺の行きたい場所に行ってもらうぞ。
Whitgren, hello and welcome. Alright, it's about looking pensive. Yeah, this game's really intense. And it's really good. That's good, that. Yeah. So we're looking for a fight. Team 4 Sarko and ended up taking away turns of what happened. So we got to our sister's room, and the guy in the mask basically shoved his hand through our chest. It turns out there's 4 of them at least, and he took my sister away. And then the ghost who's possessing me, who revealed his name to be KK, and basically said, you know, I need to, I need your body. And I was like, yeah, help, save my sister. And now it's been like, oh, you're backing out of our deal? And I didn't say that. I don't like that. The very yellow elevator. I don't know why, but automatic doors in horror games always really mess with me. Oh, that's the area I couldn't go through before. Right. Guess it. Very nice, I see. No, I didn't think this game was going to have a nice, easygoing, relaxing storyline. I'm glad for that though. It's good. Beginnings. Complete chapter 1. XP 500 music visitor. Ooh. Trouble. Me. Also reminded me when to KK has been something that's had to avoid. Yeah. When he called himself KK, I was like, oh, that's right for very, very much misinterpretation.
ずっとあいつを追っていたのか。
ああ、やられちまったけどな。無駄話は終わりだ。行くぞ。行き先は有限坂だ。
Gonzaga. What happens if I try to...
なんだこの霧。
ここはダメだ。引き返せ。
Fog will drain your health and eventually kill you. It's best not to remain inside for too long. Ah. Interesting way to keep you in bounds. Maker. Maker rather than yen. Okay. I suppose if we're in the spirit realm, we're not really going to need... I can feel the rain as vibrations through this. Actually looks like it's properly raining on that. Wow. but I have to add a third-party add-on in order for Twitch to properly sync audio and video on my end in a near-empty hotel, with the floor routed 4 feet from my door. That sounds like it does its bottlenecks. That's actually amazing. So remember with Infamous Second Son using the PS4 controller to its pretty much full potential. I get the feeling that this is the same sort of thing. I really get the feeling that this is also using the PS5 controller as much as it can. Okay. Rain looks solid. It almost seems like each drop is a kanji. Might just be me, if so that would be really cool. No, you're right! Holy shit, Nia, you're right, they are! Oh, that's amazing. That is a really nice detail. Holy crap!
霧がまだ残ってる。
不用意に近づくな。危ねえぞ。
And people say this game isn't good. What?
無理するな。戻れ。
I saw no fog there. Okay. That's definitely, yeah, that's fogged. Wasn't the game for the PS3 that used the whole 6-axis for flying? Quite possibly, yeah. Not sure what it was because I never had a well, I'm not gonna say I didn't have a PS3. I have one now. I just didn't have one when they were fully out and the most popular thing. I had an Xbox 360 and that didn't have motion control. See, a part of me... There's a part of me who wants to eat all the food that I'm getting because it gives you a permanent health boost. But at the same time, I feel like I should leave it until I actually need healing. So it does 2 in 1. I'm pretty sure that's actually a design choice. If so, really good. No bullets some use the 6-axis for a sniper rifle gimmick of guided bullets. Ah. Again, didn't know that because I played it on the Xbox 360. That was a fun game. And I have the PS4 version of it. Maybe PS5 as well. I get that game was just outright abject silliness. Oh! Yellow ether crystals. As you explore Shibu, you may occasionally come across shiny yellow ether crystals. They will reward you with valuable maker when shattered, so be sure to take advantage of them. What do you know? Lots of piss. God damn it, Scoo's been here. I mean, in fairness, this would actually be right up Scoo's alley. Well, lore-wise.
調べてみるぞ。
あいつらがいる。
邪魔だな。片付けろ。
Ah, visitors. Examine a tour. Oh, of course, the Tory Gate. Oh. This would definitely not be something for Scoo to play because Scoo would be very, very scared by it. Jesus! That's such a lovely mechanic. That's even worse than the fog. What's this? I did get hurt. Sneaky little shits faking their deaths, yeah. Oh, I have a cooldown on my food as well. Okay. Good to know. Raining again. Oh, 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 oh. You don't see me. Ignore the fact that this vending machine is phasing in and out of existence. You don't see me. You know, South Air umbrellas in different states of disrepair. Realistically, this isn't Skyrim where you can hit the pause menu and down 80 wheels of cheese. Weirdly, because it's a Bethesda published game. Right, if you go that way, you're on a more of a patrol-based thing, so if I... Ugh. I was trying to hide behind the car. Leave me alone. No such with the hand sign being the traditional one used when presenting Omyodo paper towels. Yeah. They've really done their research for this. Bethesda published is good, Bethesda made isn't, right? Yeah. Bethesda publishing, meh. Not really anything good or bad about it. When they develop it, yeah, it's shit. But this was made by Tango Gameworks. And the only thing that I know about them is that the concept artist behind all this that was highlighted to me by Q is Izumi Nakamura, who is the character artist and concept designer for Evil Within. Evil Within really was not my kind of game because it was far too Resident Evil-like and too Capcom-like, but my good god, the design's good in it. And oh, Cleanse Torrigate. I love this. I love everything about this. Like the hand gestures, the mythology behind it. And is that... Oh, it's one of those little paper doll things that like are in Sekiro as well. So wow, they really did their homework on Myodo. They really did. Head to Yuganzaka. Tenyu Katashiro. No idea what Katashiro does. Kagura Suzu. A series of bells affixed to a small rod, which are rung by Shinto shrine maidens as they perform with it to Kagura dances. I found my first treasure. That flame's surprisingly well rendered. It's not properly affixed to the candle, as you can quite easily tell. It's a very nice candle rendering. Oh, I see. Purifying Torii gates opens up districts. Oh. Jizo Shrines, KK Investigation Notes, Magatama. Oh my god. Little paper figure is paper spirit means good luck as far as I know. Try running next to the candle, see if it affects the flame. Probably doesn't, but just try it out. No. Still very nicely rendered. It's not easy to render anything that's an element in games, I find. So, water, the movement of earth, fire, and wind are really, really difficult to actually render properly. It's a sheep! It's a sheep! Oh, it's cleared some of the fog so I can explore more deeply in some of these places. I still can't go in there because that hurts. Smoke coming off his face is really good too. This, yeah, really, really was. I think it's gone a lot more clear. I mean, it's not fully clear, but still, it's a lot clearer. I have to get this myself when I get home. Maybe still have a bunch of games finished. If it's the same across all platforms, this is currently half price. At least it is on the PlayStation Store. It might be the same for Steam. You jump on crits with me? Probably. You can jump quite high. Jump on the car. Maybe you need to use parkour. Maybe. You can pet the cat! Yes! Best game ever! This isn't a petting zoo. Just look at that cute face. Cute my ass. Shut up, KK. It's adorable. Well, that's what you like the good old days. Maybe playing a PS4 5 anyway. So yeah, this is currently half price until the 3rd of this month. Very sweet. You expect that cat to sprout a second tail? Wouldn't surprise me. So yes, I can, but I don't think I can jump that far. Although I probably could jump on the bike, then over to there, open that up, and also get whatever that is. We won't be home until the 10th, hopefully. If your connection will allow it, you can log into the PlayStation Store with your Sony account, and you can buy it on the store, and you can. And you know, it will be linked to your account, so you can get home and install it then. Good way to take advantage of deals, even if you can't play the games. Wait, does that? So if I... Japanese Cultural Essentials, Volume 1. Next time you're on the mountain road or even in a town, see how many Jizo statues you can spot. Their red bibs make them easy to locate. No one knows for certain where Jizo's red bib originated, but one theory is it became stained with blood while he was suffering in hell in the place of humanity, in order to protect humans from punishment for their various crimes. Another theory suggests it's simply meant to represent farming attire, since Jizo was also known to help with farm work. No matter which theory you believe, now you'll never be able to look at Jizo statues the same way again. So I've beaten Ni no Kuni 1 and 2 and several others before I buy a new one. Wholly fair. It's not how bikes are supposed to work. It's a sheep! Oh.
止めるぞ。今ならまだ助けられる。これ以上奴らに好き勝手させるな。離れすぎだ。戻って助けてやれ。
Oh, I see. This is what they mean with the time-limited stuff. I think. Yeah, it really is.
吸い込まれた。
うまくいったか。あとは近くに公衆電話はないか。
Phone booth.
そんなもの。
いいから探せよ。
Oh, the sheep ran away. Oh, I wanted to pet. But it's fine, I got to pet the cat. That said 305 spirits, you just saved 305 people. More than I save in most games. Under covering, I'm still getting rained on. It's definitely spirit light. Spirit rain. You better save yourself most of the time. Way to call me out. You're not wrong. Japanese calendar encyclopedia, entry 1. Shuban no Hi, date based on lunar calendar, but happens around September 23rd. Also called Ohigan, and is known as the autumnal equinox in the west, a day when our world and spirit world are said to be closest to one another. As a result, many families pay a visit to family graves around this time, registered as a Japanese national holiday. Oh. There. Techno next to classical. Hotel Silent Nya. Lydia, hello and welcome. Welcome to this absolutely gorgeous gem of a game. Sold 104 spirits. Oh, phone booth. It's a sheep. Oh, best game ever. Oh, you can pet the cats and the dogs. God, how they didn't think of this from the beginning. The people of Tokyo have been turned into spirits so they could be stolen. They've literally been spirited away. Oh my god, Nia! Pick up the receiver, I'll connect us. This build, it seems like that gets Escher up to it. What turns to spirit should go back to normal once we set them outside? Less depressed than last night's alright. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lydia. Hope you continue to improve. It's never great when depression strikes. You have my full sympathies.
余計なことを
Actually, it's technically my empathies, because I know how that feels.
私だけが彼らを救えると言ったはずだ邪魔をするな お前は誰も救えない
They're definitely doing a good job of building him up to be a bad guy.
邪魔するなだとなら渋谷中の霊を集めて邪魔してやるよ
Read. 409 out of 240,300 spirits. What the fuck?
道案内の続きだ有限坂に行くぞ
He's doing sniff sniff. I heard a woman spirit earlier. Good dinner you had, friends. Yep, and know that you're always welcome here, Lydia. Whether you're feeling good or feeling depressed, know that you have a safe space here. And if you ever need to talk, we're here to reach out to. Spirit transmission devices. Special devices scattered throughout Shibuya, hidden inside ordinary telephone booths. These are actually machines that transport the spirits you've absorbed with Katashiro to safety outside the barrier. A friend of KK's named Ed awaits their arrival and will help them become living humans once more. The more spirits you send, the more XP you'll be rewarded with, so try to save as many of them as you can. Got upset over the fact that I was reminded that my birthday is coming up soon. My family will never bother to even say happy birthday. I never hear from them. Oh, that sucks, Lydia. I'm sorry. That is really, really awful. Well, you can consider us your family as well, and we'll say happy birthday. We'll celebrate with you. Don't you worry about that. In fact, actually, Lydia, when is your birthday, if you don't mind saying? Feel free to DM it to me if you'd rather not have it set out on Twitch. I suppose in advance of my sympathies, yeah. It's just dicky shit it is. Like, I may not be one who can, afford to do massive gestures for birthdays, but I will always at the very least say happy birthday to someone whose birthday it is. It's the least I can do. Okay, Lydia. I won't say it out, audibly, because then it won't get made onto, onto the VOD. I will just add that now because I have a habit of keeping friends' birthdays on my calendar just so I can know. And there we are, saved. No problem at all, Lydia. We'll do something special for your birthday. That's what I heard from before.
エドって人はどこかで生きてるのか？
その予定だほとんどのことが想定外だどうなってるかわからん
So people have birthdays that month. You just saw him, my grandma. Yeah, August is quickly becoming a very, very, very full month for me. November's still the worst. Well, I'd say worse. November is still one of the fullest. Happy birthday then, just in case I don't get the chance to say it between now and then. Yes. Happy birthday in advance, Lydia. But we will do something to celebrate it. I feel bad because I'm not sure if it's your niece or nephew that was born 18th of August. That's wholly fair. Oh, okay. Huh. Oh, I just realised. Pick up. I just want to say Plan B, a recording device left by Ed when he discussed the spirit transmission device.
このレコーダーエドのものだな。
Here's of the past. Right voice log. Music player. Once you create a music track, you listen to it at your leisure via the music player in the inventory menu. Oh, okay. Just happy birthday would be enough for you. I understand, but you know, if it's within my power to do more for someone's birthday, then I will. You know, wishing someone a happy birthday will always be the bare minimum for me, but if I can do more, I will. Animals just... Oh, look at that. Unlike humans, animals have not vanished. They live and continue to roam the streets of Shibuya. You can use spectral vision to communicate with any local critters and see what they have to say. Oh, you can talk to them! Oh, I can't find the hug emote. Oh. Rainwalker. Type of visitor born from the hearts of those pushed to the point of utter exhaustion by their work. They apply an equally exhaustive approach to their work, robbing the living of their life force. Hanya. Mysterious man wearing a Hanya mask is seen as no plays. Believed to be connected to the mass vanishing that has taken place in Shibuya, he grievously wounds Akito before whisking his sister Mari away. Of KK's hours and the inventor of spirit transition device. Mari Akito Izuki's 17-year-old younger sister and a high school student. A blaze that erupted in the apartment had left her grievously burned and unconscious at Shibuya Central Hospital. Hanya kidnaps her to serve as a catalyst for a ceremony. Thank you, Lydia, for your contribution to the SCP Stream Challenge. I'm just starting to think this game is stupid and underrated. Same, honestly. KK is the spirit of a dead man who possessed Akito's body after the latter had sustained near-fatal injuries in an accident. KK seeks revenge against Hanya. Akito, full name Akito Izuki, a 22-year-old student who gets into a terrible traffic accident in Shibuya. Teetering on the brink of death, he is saved thanks to his union with a mysterious and shadowy being. After losing his life to a man wearing a Hanya mask, Akito merges with a shadowy figure that goes by the name of KK, completely restoring him to life. Together the two of them pursue Hanya, who has kidnapped Akito's younger sister Mari. The Black Company Dead turns into Japanese Slenderman. Pretty much. Dango! Dango are popularly dumpling treats. It actually gives you information on what this thing is. This is a really good cultural experience as well. To make them, rice first mixed with warm water and then rolled into a ball, then boiled. Next they are skewered 3 or 4 to a stick and often served with red bean paste or sauce. I would love to try those sometime. I really would. Rice ball. There's only handheld food that most represents Japan. It's undoubtedly the rice ball or onigiri. After cooking a batch of sticky white rice, filling is added before rolling it all up into either a ball or triangle shape, and then wrapped in dried crunchy seaweed, also known as nori. Ubiquitous in Japanese convenience stores across the country, you can expect to find a wide array of them for sale on dedicated refrigerated shelving. New flavours are regularly introduced into the market too. Love black bean sauce, same. I just hear the Dango Dango song in my head. I just hear the Fluffy Bunny Dango song from Monster Hunter Rise. Because ever since I played that, I was like, that is just going to live rent-free in my head now. Those aren't rice balls, no jelly-filled donut when I see one. Not wrong. Aha!
エドだ。この音声を聞いているということは、我々の作戦は失敗したということだろう。速やかにプラン B に移行してくれ。生存者がいればの話だけど、プラン B の主な任務はこれだ。ターゲットを見つけ倒す。これはプラン A と変わらない。その上でもう一つ重要なことがある。さまよえる魂たちの回収だ。ターゲットの計画には多くの魂が必要だ。僕らが魂を回収すれば、その分計画を阻止できるはずだ。作戦区域外で待機している僕らのところに魂を転送してくれ。ちなみになぜかデイルが大量にコロッケを買ってきたんだ。日本では台風の日はコロッケを食べる風習らしい。今は台風じゃないけど、災害という意味では同じだろう。
Wrong. I haven't been told how to use spirit vision yet, so I can't talk to the doggos yet.
やばい、戻らなきゃ。
Oh, but there's those. Hi.
ちょっと無鉄砲すぎるか。
Yeah. Actual name was Dango Daikazoku, dropped in the media share. Ooh. Happy sheep. I'm wondering how to make the Abanam family official so everyone could then be a part of it. Just say it. What I've done with my chosen family. Like, you know, adopting you, adopting you, adopting you, and adopting you. Literally, don't you? I just reach out to the person in question and, you know, talk about, you know, I explain what my chosen family is and, you know, ask if they'd be interested in being adopted into it, and then just, you know, talk over what kind of familial relationship they see as, you know, being appropriate, and then go from there. Works remarkably well. The pizza place is called Pizza Fruit. Pizza bag with Abanam pins. Oh, yes! Abanam pins. Yes. If you could find a way to get those made, Lydia, I would definitely get one. When scratching my back and my entire arms, George went, oh. Not in the fog, though. Oh, spirit. Oh, level up. Cursed videotape. A tape used to record video footage, once commonly used in Japan to record TV shows and the like. Is that that counts as treasure? Yeah, mostly. Yeah. Funnily enough, I'm munching on veggie sushi. Oh, I love veggie sushi. I really do. Relics. God, that's really, really good as a VHS. My God. Videotapes are a type of cassette tape used to record video footage. In the past, they were once commonly used to record things such as television shows. The label of this tape ominously reads Cursed Video. Its contents are apparently appropriately eerie, albeit difficult to discern. Excuse me. Some curses can be recorded on tape and then spread by duplicating the original tape. This rings true not just for videotapes, but also for written material. In fact, this very text could contain a curse of its own. I think got a good sense of humour as well. Hotel hub in Enzancho, the preeminent entertainment district in Shibuya, lined with rows of flashy buildings decked in neon lights. The area's low-cost, no-frills hotels are frequented by workers who have missed the last train. Ooh. Takes 2 pins, one for me and one for the now very old Gremlin Zero mate. Because they're used to vomit out gremlins. That's true, yeah. Times that, yeah. No idea where I'd put it. Just gonna have to attach a pin to one of my scales. It seems they're in the stream chat. Same, honestly. There's something over there. There's a nasty over there.
やばい、戻らなきゃ。
I can also hear a spirit. Speech almost daily, but still, yeah. Been a while since he showed up. Yeah, it does seem at the moment that she only pops in to renew her sub and then hops out again. I can only assume that she's busy in real life. Or exhausted. Steep yourself in ceremony. The Japanese tea ceremony displays the proper way to serve matcha tea and entertain guests. Serving tea in this particular fashion originates from a time when the samurai of old learned the ceremony as a form of etiquette. Some tea ceremony masters, like Sen no Rikyu, became prominent figures in politics at the time. Today, it is an integral part of Japanese culture that is enjoyed worldwide. Our school is opening up beginner-friendly tea ceremony classes. Come take part and steep yourself in the ceremony. Matcha waiting for? Matcha waiting for. Ah! Ah! Yukio Kishibe, take your ceremony class instructor. Typical Zero pops in, throws money at you, refuses to elaborate, leaves, yeah. Wonder what this game is like for people who live in the same area as this game. Oh shit. Oh, you sneaky! Did you see that? She disappeared and jumped out of the closet thing. This is awesome. The only person I know who lives in Japan does not live in this area. Oh, it's right there. It took cover. Well, that's the game I've seen. Yeah, same. Zeta, yeah. Zeta's currently in Okinawa. Oh, Jesus! Nonetheless, I would assume that they would be able to tell us if this was at least, you know, capturing the feel that you get in Japanese cities. Wait, can we just take just a moment to appreciate the graphical fidelity of this game? That the neon lights and the street lights are illuminating the fog. The game's gorgeous. It's such a small detail, but it makes things just so much better. It's just so believable. It's incredible. God, how has this game not got amazing reviews? And raindrops splashing in the puddles, yeah. Look, you can actually see the pixels of the rain, the kanjis, falling down and hitting on the floor. There's not many games that will do it to that level of detail. I just look like, yeah. The attention to detail in this game is absolutely amazing. There's so much stuff here that they wouldn't need to do, like, you know, other games don't do. Is that more kanji in the fog? Yeah. Yeah, there's like little black shapes that dance around in the fog. And it's all kanjis.
今はいい。先を急げ。
Looks like someone had a heck of a party. Yeah. We're going to send to Broken Records just repeatedly talk about how good the game is. Honestly, I don't mind.
ここは無理だな。
Like, this game deserves this sort of recognition. Plenty of a person complaining. This is true. See the raindrops on the car? That level of detail. What the fuck? That is so unsettling. Go feed the cats back soon. No problem at all, Enmorb. Thanks for coming in as long as you did. And see you in a bit. If you're back soon, then yeah, see you in a little bit. I think that was the point, man. Yeah. And the fact that the headless ones, when you do the quick purge on that, they reach for your face. Like I said before, I've never been so unnerved by doing a stealth takedown. That's people! There's people in that tree! What the fuck?! There's another gold pot back by the car. Looked like the one close to the wall by the front of it. Or do you mean the one that was here when you're dealing with stream delay? Oh, no worries if stream delay is thing. It's saves me from behind the rain by the white one's front. But I might have just been seeing things. Because I got one that was like just here. There was one just floating right there. Was a reflection of that one? It quite possibly could be. I don't know, reflection. Quite possibly.
何あれ、猫？
あれは妖怪だな。
Yokai!
だから出てきやがったのか。
A Hugh Meown in my shop. I've got lots of good stuff. I can trade Mew for it. Have a look. A Hugh Meown.
持っている数が多ければ効率的に霊を救えるぞ。
Oh.
何か使い道があるのかな。
By giving it to a dog.
珍しいものが売ってるな。
Keep it down in general confection maybe good as rights which also given to dogs.
キュウリだけ持っていてもな。
Who just carries on cucumbers.
こういうの意外と買っちゃうんだよな。
By Fuku. Okay. Yaki. Oh, mochi.
あ、エンジンがある。好きなんだよな。
A rich, flavorful cup of ramen that actively prides itself on its high salt content. And mackerel. Excuse me. Sorry. Where's my brother at the moment? There's a suspicious trail leading out the window. Damn that Yoko looks comfy. Yeah. Oh. Definitely am coming down with something. Okay. Oh, I can buy lots of those. Tuck. Some dog food, I suppose. Buy some Kippy Dango as well for a dog. An alluring Kappa. Why not? Oh, there's only 3 of them a bit. Oh, okay, there's a limit to some of these. The dog food is, you know, you can... Everything else seems to have limits. We could just float leisurely like that. I know, right? Clench your buttocks so your cameras are around. Oh, yeah.
終わったか。さっさと行くぞ。
富士山アート CS ベイブステーション新商品のご案内です。目を閉じると君の読んだ和歌をいつだって思い出す。
Aww.
あの日の桜が香るおいしさ2000
Says, I want to pet the yokai. That's probably actually not a good idea.
乾いている和歌コーラ。
Right. So there was a dog further, you know, round near there. I want to go feed the. I want to go feed the dog. There's probably dogs up ahead, but I want to go feed the dog that I know that's there. Using purple now. This is very true. Dog, dog, dog. Where's the sheep? Sheep, 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 sheep. Doesn't seem to let me. I wonder if I need to use the spirit vision skill to be able to talk to them. I can offer him that in conversation. It's another game I beat. I like having started my 7th Yakuza game. Yeah, I'd agree, Lydia. I'd agree. Considering you also got variable difficulty settings on this. really want the HUD element to go away. Oh, actually. Really? Just goes. I like a good photo mode. And that's definitely a good... Well, that was just adorable. If it had a blast animating this, yeah. I know, just the attention to detail in so many ways. Absolutely love it. And Sancho. Oh, you know me. Yep. I know you very well, Lydia. Awesome. I'm actually surprised it let me go down there. I am very surprised it let me. Watermelon. I got some watermelon. Okay, so it's not a guarantee there's going to be something in there. But most of those are openable. Okay. Fair. Lion mask. Headgear worn when performing lion dances. Rain again. For some reason the that made me picture you in Protogen form doing the old Conan what is best in live speech while beating up people with bikes. Hey Fox. Fox, look at this game. Look at how amazing the graphics are.
Ooh, is this, what do you call it?
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Nice. I've just had to run 2 cats. Well, you probably.
Yes. And people in chat are saying hi, Fox.
Have you missed me? Because I have not missed you.
Wow.
Especially Mal.
Mal's not in chat.
Good. I guess he's shoveling shit again. Book's gotta be used for something. Keep it, darlings.
See you later, Fox. Just leave a pack of Doritos behind. There. Oh, I'm not sad. She doesn't mean it.
I mean, sometimes.
Yeah, true. No, if Fox genuinely didn't like and didn't miss anyone here, then you know she wouldn't do the drunk streams. Oh, fuck you, Q. Here we go. Well, it wouldn't be a chaos stream without this. In all fairness, it's actually been a fair while since one of these was streamed. Just jiggle around my sour balls. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, it feels like Kappa Demon's shoving his hand down my throat. Oh. Ah. Ah. Oh. Mm. Oh. God. Oh. 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 Welcome back in, Warp. Sour time. Balls time. It's always balls time with me. You nicked the ninja vanish there. Turtle mode. Do you say Kako Demon or Capra Demon? Neither. Kappa Demon. Are you the ones that steal your soul by shoving their hand up your ass? Yeah, just did that with my mouth. Oh. Oh. Suffer, you bastard. You might be taking advantage of unlimited stage for new phones to know chat hell, hopefully. Very much hope. The redeem still exists there if you need it. But hopefully it's not going to be needed anymore. Ninja Turtles Mount Dragon Edition. It is released to prison. Best of luck with that video. Yes?
Backpacks.
What, sorry?
Backpacks.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm under the clothes there. No problem. Mm. More people saying hi, Fox. She's gone again. But I will send her your love, Lydia. Thanks for that hydration, Wigram, and thank you for another one, then we'll... Thank you, Enwolf, for your contribution to the SCP Stream Challenge. Now 95%. Let's see. Well, 97% actually. We are now 1,898 points away. So that's one full donation. One full donation away, and the SCP Stream Challenge is happening. So that's either going to be happening in place of Nier or in place of RPG Thursday. Whoops. Oh. Watermelon flavored monster is not the best thing to follow up a citrus sour with. Ah. I have just remembered I need to send these spirits away with. Any visitors? Recording left behind by Ed, where he discusses visitors. Ah.
人には嫌というほど遭遇してるんじゃないか。安心してくれ。これからもっと遭遇する。うんざりするのはまだ早いぞ。彼らは負の感情の集合体だ。それをロマンチックな表現にすると汚れと言うんだったね。汚れがエーテルと結びつき生まれるのがまれびとだ。しかし負の感情の具現化がスーツ姿の男性や高校生の姿なのは現代ならではだな。きっと昔は侍や忍者や芸者の姿だったに違いない。話によるとまれびとには客人の意味もあるそうだね。工事の国からやってくる存在のことでもあり、異国の人間という意味でもある。つまり僕やデイルもある意味まれびとだ。
Jesus. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Headgear worn when performing lion dances. Lion dances are one of Japan's most famous traditional arts, performed to warn off evil, invite bountiful harvests, and more. As the name indicates, they involve donning costumes that resemble lions, despite the fact that these kings of the jungle don't natively inhabit Japan. Lion dances originated in India, the birthplace of Buddhism, where lions are revered. It is believed that Chinese interpretations of lion dance added masks, which were later brought to Japan along with Buddhism itself. I really, really like how this is, teaching you about Japanese culture and history as well. Processed food made for canines, first sold in Japan in 1960. In 2009, a pet food safety law was enacted as part of an effort to improve pet diets, an endeavour which continues today. Maybe you should try giving some to a dog. And thank you, Wigan, for your contribution to the SCP Stream Challenge. Now you're out of points. We can send some. You're not able to send points, but you just generally accrue them normally. So what are we at now? Oh my god, 548 away. Don't think it's possible. It's sadly not. It's also, not possible for me to grant people points. Otherwise, I would. Excuse me. Here's the thought sphere. You can pet the doggos, you can talk to the doggos, you can feed the doggos as well, yeah. Student of misery. A type of visitor born from the anxieties of young female students. They are quick to act and attack with merciless tenacity. Shame I can't bring my 340 points from Brett's, yeah. Nekomata. In Japanese folklore, cats who live for a long time can sometimes gain spiritual power. Their tails then split into two and they transform into a type of yokai known as the Nekomata. The name itself has a partly ambiguous etymology. While Neko itself means cat in Japanese, the mata can be written and interpreted using different kanji, although it generally refers to the dual tails they sport. Their spiritual power allows them to understand human language and continues to become stronger over time. However, Nekomata aren't entirely benign creatures, and in fact have sometimes been known to attack humans. The Megetsuki, a diary written by Fujiwara Sunday, begins between the 12th and 13th century, described a Nekomata who appeared one night and devoured 7 or 8 unfortunate souls. Questions abound regarding why these mystical felines have decided to set up shop in Shibuya, although at least one theory suggests they tried to save up Maker to buy some nether catnip. I love this game. I really do. Oh, it looks like they really are headers. It does near, yeah. You're right. Feed Papa. DJ, hello and welcome. Should stop taking naps. They do tend to be dangerous. Interacting with animals. Pet or hear thoughts. Animals throughout the city can be interacted with by petting them or using your powers to listen to their thoughts. Animals have been known to notice a lot of things that humans miss completely. It might be worth your while to try feeding some of the city's hungry dogs as well. Over 500,000 points for Brett. I had over 250,000 on Brett's streams before I stopped visiting, mostly because I lost all of them as well in a Mountain Blade 2 bet. Just then they won't get through nether border control. Jesus. Cubes. Time, right. Oh, well, charging 8 cube is after you to cancel the charge if needed. Oh, okay. Okay. I also have some skill. I've got skill points. Not ready for this yet. And core grab HP. Use HP sword. Oh. Get health back from doing core extractions. Never could join the bets thanks to my country's gambling laws. Yeah. I mean, it is a form of gambling. It's just not one that actually, involves any money. Well, I suppose it could entice people to subscribe so they get more points. Is that, but still, the biggest point boost you can get is becoming a regular viewer. As soon as we have the time the enemy cores are exposed. Okay. Increase the speed of enemy core extraction grab. Melee core grab. As you directly grab and crush enemy cores at close range, press L2 when near an enemy with exposed cores to trigger. Cannot be interrupted by enemy attacks. Oh. Increase damage to downed enemies. Okay. That's a quick purge on downed enemies. Oh, that's kind of cool. Speed absorption speed boost. Perfect block. Cause these to appear when you successfully perform perfect blood blocking by blocking the moment the enemy is about to land an attack. Ether to appear when hitting enemies with strike attacks. Place the movement speed while crouching. Ethereal weaving. I don't have enough for those. Equipment. Increase your carry capacity to 5 each type of item. Oh, it wasn't so much that the shop was out of stock of them. It's because I couldn't carry anymore. Ah. Yes. So the banner now says that the SCP challenge should be finished, but I don't think it is. It's not. It's 272 away. That's so close. Tend to miss regular view bonuses here since no catch the night streams. Yeah, that does tend to screw things up a little bit. To Anthony points right now, that's wholly fair. And other people will have hit the maximum of this contribution already. With regards to my birthday, told mother I want cheesecake instead of regular cake. Oh, nice. Hey, DJ, thank you very much for finishing the contribution. So tomorrow, instead of the near stream, we will have the SCP stream. I'm sure Pokey will be able to forgive me for that one. Can't recall if you ever tried cheesecake. Fair. So because Rise of the Tomb Raider really pissed me off, I don't blame you. I'm not a fan of it. Get your list ready. Awesome. I'm on the roof. I don't know if there's any actual reason to be up on the roof. Apart from marveling it. They actually model the entire area. I think they did. Oh, they wouldn't let me, would they? Ah. So apparently I can use square to talk to animals. But I don't know if that's involving a skill I actually don't have yet. Also, just 2 seconds, I will go and start a new stream challenge. And I know what this one's going to be, and I'm pretty sure people are going to love it. Cheesecake is delicious. I mean, I agree with you. Okay, and start. Start community challenge. Now begins the drunk stream challenge start. So as usual, fill that challenge up. Fox and I will play Far Cry 5 while getting drunk.
何してんだ考え事か
僕の考えてることはわからないのか？
なんとなくしかわからん
それならよかったよ。
Feel like whenever it's possible, players will always want to reach the highest points of the game. Yeah. It's the exploration thing. Delicious. Some cases, that mass also leads to eating oneself from said point. Yeah. The existence of transpired means the existence of cispired. Mal. Yeah. I love cheesecake. I haven't had a good one since I lived in Canada. Ooh. I just want some clad caca. Nice. Although we came up halfway through. And thank you, DJ, for your contribution to the drunk stream challenge. It gets around quote, excuse me. Yeah, it gets around in quotes like, oh, welcome into Vagina Cave. Miss Final Fantasy 9. And also, so the next Final Fantasy game we go to will be 10. And because it's voice acted, you can't change the names. I think you can change Tidus's, but I don't think you can change anyone else's. Nutty Hole. We go from Vagina Cave to Nutty Hole, seems appropriate. Fishful thinking. Need to unblock the entrance. That's amazing! Equivalent involves vaginas is Final Fantasy 9. We can name the Aeons though. Yes! Oh my god, the things that are going to come from that. Yeah. Bypassing the barriers and other obstacles will sometimes require the use of hand signals. To do so, use R or the... I could have moved my finger on the touchpad to do that as well. I'm kind of glad that it gives you the option to use the thumbstick or the touchpad, because the touchpad can sometimes be a bit iffy. From the side of the and then press L2 to complete. Will it end well? Nope. I'm sorry, but there is going to be at least one point in Final Fantasy X where I'm going to say something along the lines of, and now Yuna's going to pull out her penis. Mission complete, KK. In before if which is called Fanny Fire. Or Burning Bush. That's how we whirl. Oh. Food. Good pace is a safe house. Just please leave anima as anima or mother. Pokey, hello and welcome. Just in time, Pokey. The SCP stream challenge has been met, so tomorrow instead of near will be SCP. Doggo food. That's got to be a very Japanese thing that the bathroom and the toilet are two different rooms. I would not mind having a stream set up like that. I would quite happily have that. Live in a house that had that? Fire crabs. Oh my god, Lydia's already off on one. I better get Wasteland 3 finished quickly so we can go on to Final Fantasy 10. We'll have the game set up, I know, right? Magnetic field measurements. Magnetic readings. Locations A and B, no change. Location C, upward trend. Location D, no change. Location E, no reading returned. Possibly broken. Got a bad thing about all of this. I need to contact the others. Hey. How do you close the door when you're in that toilet? That is a very good point. I suppose, you know, you put one leg on either side of the bowl and push close. Or you just leave it open if you're going to be the only person living there. Oh, I was actually supposed to do this. And that you need to replace plenty of places to separate the bathroom and toilet. Really? I don't see it that much. I see it's all mostly being in one room.
なんだよそれ。
まあ何人消えようが俺には関係ないがな。ただこのどこかにあいつがいる。お前の妹もな。
どこかって。
I'm sorry, Liddy, but I just completely unrelated to the game. The first summon you get, the first Aeon. Sparkly cock. Shiva Frost Nips. Back when I played World of Warcraft, I had a Frost Specialization Death Knight who was a Blood Elf, and her name was Icicle Nips. I changed her to a Blood Specialization afterwards because I preferred Blood Death Knight, but still. Schedule memo. 5 PM. Meet Erica at Ibisu Station, West Exit. And you legally have to have 2 doors between the kitchen and toilet, so that might be why. There. God. Ixion, that's the thing. Vibro. Vibro cock. Oh. The Sewer Kid, a report written by KK regarding a number of disappearances that took place near a manhole. Acquiring this will grant you additional spirit skill points. My old case files. This could be useful. Vibro mount my kit. I just remember. Oh my god! I remember Yuna's summoning animation for it. When it lands, she strokes its beak. She strokes the tip. Ah. KK's investigation notes. KK's old investigation notes are hidden around the map. Find them will grant you spirit points, which you use to upgrade your abilities. Bah, slut. Oh my god. I'm sorry for this one, Widgren, because you asked me to leave Anima as Anima, but because when Anima is first summoned, Seymour says, "Feel my pain, come Anima." Now I just think of calling Anima risky anal. Final Fantasy X is going to be a riot. Feel my pain, come, risky anal! Wow. Wow. Message from Jackie. I've got an infection in my leg. I'm not going to be around for the stream for a bit. Oh, shit. Tell her I'm sorry to hear that. I hope she recovers quickly, and that's completely fine. We sigh. Handwritten note. To KK. Put the utensils away, throw out the empty food containers, and get the kitchen clean up before I get back, you slob.
確かに
Seriously.
嫌だよ
It's one of the post notes as well. Pat. Is that your response to to Anima's new name, Lydia? Just a little pat. Oh god, right, I want to see the database. Those two, the files. Excuse me. I have a list of Aeons open in another tab. I like Jimmy Bob Yojimbo. Yojimbo Sailor Geisha. Tell her we wish her a fast recovery, definitely, so yes. A report came in about people in Shibuya disappearing near a manhole. The whole thing smelled wrong, but Rinko was all too happy to delegate the task to me. I thought it could all just be some stupid prank, but I still went to meet up with the person who got in touch with us. Excuse me. Turns out it was a little kid named Ryota. Perfect. Lucky me, getting to be some kid's gopher on the top of being Rinko's errand boy. Anyway, the kid told me about how someone named Sosuke disappeared near a manhole and asked me to go looking for him. At this point, I was thinking Sosuke was the kid's little brother or something. I mean, why wouldn't I? I found the manhole, and near it a spirit claiming it had been killed by some kind of monster. Supposedly, they'd been standing right on top of the manhole when it happened. Intrepid guy that I am, I climbed on down. I'd only ever been down to sewers one at a time, back in my days on the Force. It was just as shitty this time as it was back then. So once I got down, I ran to this kid in a yellow raincoat just hanging out there. Oh no, little kid in a yellow raincoat. No. Not the first place I think to find a lost kid, but I figured out it could be Sosuke, so I called out to him, which turned out to be a real bright idea because it was actually the monster. The thing saw me, blew a whistle, and then a bunch more of them showed up to ruin my day. Thankfully, I took the things down, but next time I'll just go ahead and take care of them before getting noticed, instead of running my mouth. Surprise of surprises, in the end, Sosuke actually did show up, and he was a damn dog. My heart just about stopped when I first spotted him. Thanks, kid. I guess I'm a pet detective now, too. Patting wig. Thanks, Lydia. And lastly, the Mega Sisters. Wait, where are you patting your head? Twisted Sisters.
これってあんたの本
ガキの頃にカッパを見たことがあってな。
あんた子供の頃から普通じゃなかったのか
Always been weird. Wow.
向こうの世界の食べ物
Nether Dango.
俺たちなら食えるぞ。この世の食べ物とは違う効果があるかもな。
Spectral food. Food from the underworld not only restores your health like everyday food, but also gives you a temporary boost to your abilities. The remaining duration of a food item's effect is shown in the gauge display at the bottom left of the corner of the screen. Ooh. Yeah, I wouldn't worry, Woodgrin. As lewd as Lydia is, she's never lewd towards people who have not consented or engaged on that thing with her. It's most likely too big, but the Sisterhood of the Travelling Pants. That'll be way too big. The Mega Sisters won't be able to handle it, it's too big. List of periodicals. Need all these ASAP, thanks, Rinko. Inspecting Underworld Gates, Encyclopedia of Japanese Sorcery, Life and Death of Cultural History, Instant Noodle Almanac 2020. What was the name of the three witches in Terry Pratchett's books? What? Collectively, Weird Sisters. As in W-Y-R-D. Post notes all over the place.
なんだこりゃ。
The rumour, a round doll said to be modelled after a Buddhist monk that has bring good luck when displayed. KK asking, what's that? I found it in your own house, KK. A round traditional doll said to be modeled after Daishi Daruma, a Buddhist monk, keeping one is thought to invite good luck. New Daruma come with blank eyes. One is meant to be painted in when an individual picks up a goal to pursue, and the other when that goal has been fulfilled. Though red ones are popular, gold, black, and white Daruma are also available. Consent is very important. Precisely. Could also go with the fake fates. True. Thought of something else. Oh well. Should put on Discord my reaction of me playing Tomb Raider raging. Spoiler, of course. Wholly fair. I can't remember if it was Rise of the Tomb Raider or Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Like, I definitely can't tell because it's not there anymore. I think it was Shadow of the Tomb Raider that I played on stream, and that's the one that Mal tore to pieces with, you know, how injured Lara should have been. I also have Rise of the Tomb Raider available to me because, yay, PS Plus Extra or Premium. One or two, I have both. Well, I don't think there's going to be a spirit shotgun in there. Spirit shotgun, spirit shotgun, spirit shotgun, spirit shotgun, spirit shotgun.
なんだよこれ。
気に入ったか持っていけ。
こんなものどこで。
職業柄まあいろいろつてがあってな。
あんた何者なんだよ。
国の番犬かつはぐれ者のお友達ってところか。
どういう人間かは知らないけど。
No model citizen.
ってことだけは分かったよ。
Spirit bro, spirit bro, spirit bro. What's the shotgun? But still, it still works. Sisters' names are Granny Weatherwax, Nanny Og, and Magret Garlic. The only one I'm not sure on is Magrat's surname. But yeah, it's definitely Granny Weatherwax, Nanny Og, and Magrat. Granny Weatherwax being, you know, the purveyor of headology.
Dare?
仲間だ。
え？
だったというべきか。
Were friends.
奪うことをためらわない。俺たちもそうあるべきだった。
戦っていたのか。この人たちと一緒に。
Why is that guy with his face scribbled out?
武器も調達できたし、そろそろ行こうか。
Why do I think that guy with his face scribbled out is the guy in the Hanya mask? And Magrat's the youngest. Yep. Nanny Og, also known as Githa Og. That's it. Was he? I think the guy in the Mahanya mask is, you know, the... Is that guy with his face scribbled out who's the main antagonist? That door closed itself. As did that one. You don't have any sleep today? No problem at all, DJ. Get the hog. That's the word. Get the hog.
マンションごと押しつぶす気か。結界を破る方法があるはずだ。探せ。
That's why the barrier sorts. Oh, jeez.
こいつを壊せ。他にもあるはずだ。
Oh, I see. Oh, Jesus. Whoa. Whoa, what the fuck? Trippy. This reminds me of what Control could have been like. seriously, this is what Control could have been. Oh, holy shit! Oh.
しっかりと狙いを定めているんだ。
It's got bow physics.
持って数分だ。急げ。いいぞ。これはもう大丈夫だ。
Stow your bow and return to ethereal weaving. I see. That's where we came in. Ha! Non-Euclidean physics. I like it. Japanese calendar encyclopedia entry 2. Obon. Dates vary, but generally a few days around August 15th. Festival for honouring the spirits of departed ancestors. Obon traces its roots to a legend that it's possible to say those spirits have found their way to hell. It's theorised that the Bon dance, a dance associated with the Obon, started as a way to express joy at having saved the dead from a horrible afterlife. Just when we think we've seen just how good the game it goes ahead and pulls something like that. I know, right? Christ, imagine if Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima made a game together. Fucking hell. Oh shit, I just realised. This is a timed event. This is what the game meant when you're having a time limit on shit. Oh, I see. Emoto, welcome back. I'm on the roof again, low-key, want to fling myself off it. Not really, I promise, but moves high-key guy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that's Moto. I hope things get better. I really genuinely do. If there's anything we can do to help, just let us know. I don't like where this is going already. I really don't like this. Fuck.
ゆっくりして。
どこに行けばいいんだ。
よく調べろ。何かあるはずだ。
Things happen. I'm doing well. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean, Nemoto. I'm really sorry.
いや、上に行けそうだ。
Oh, what jump? Oh, okay, okay. Platform time. Jesus. Area.
こいつが本体だ。ぶっ壊せ。
間に合った。
やれやれだな。これを仕掛けた奴がいるはずだ。
Ooh.
外を調べるぞ。
Says I must still be around. That was still 2.5 minutes left to go on that. See, even if all these things we're encountering are things that are going to repeat later points during the game, I've got no issue with that. Is that a ghost or a demon in you? He claims to be a ghost, but we don't know for certain yet.
よかった。結界は消えている。
まだ近くにいるかもしれない。
Man heads
下
downstairs.
に行ってくれ。
Yeah, so it says. Yeah. So, bear with me here. That photograph showed 4 people. One person had his face blacked out. The person who had his face blacked out did not match KK's attire. So it's not, that was not KK. Those 4 people were all KK's friends, or friends. It's very reasonable to assume that the one with the blacked out face is the guy in the Hanya mask. That's a possibility. What if those other 3 people who were with him with the different masks are those other 3 people in the picture? He may be a ghost inside of you. He's just a ghost in the shell. Oh my god, Nia. I want to check something. There is something that I want to check. Absolutely check. This is the wrong apartment. Did he get someone, though? I'm justified, I might add. They needed my help, and when I tried to explain what I need to do in order to help it happen, they listened to me, so I yelled and made myself heard. Never knew I could do that without feeling like shit about it. Good to hear it, Moto. Was the guy who took over your body? No, that's KK. I don't think he's the same person. Okay, so Ed is there. But there's a large burly guy with a beard. There was a fairly burly spirit helper with the guy in the Hanya mask wearing a hood and had a beard on his mask. Might be the same. Thought KK was the bad demon. No, KK is the one who's possessing us. Wait, what did I miss? A talking cat with 2 tails. A really, really good sequence where this apartment was sealed with one of those paper seals, and when we interacted with it, it showed how to, a pattern on it. I replicated the pattern with the right stick, which moves my hand, and it's under the seal. We've come into this apartment, which is KK and his friend's safe house, and we have acquired a spirit bow. Then, as we were exiting, the area was surrounded by a barrier that was slowly closing in, which we had to destroy the cause of. What the fuck is that? When I hear Johanny Ork, think is Majma. This game is wonderful. You can pet animals, feed them, and talk to them. Yep. Okay. Did you pet the back in Nekomata? It's known as a Nekomata in game, and no, can't pet it because they're the shopkeepers. Well, there, no, but. Bit spectral vision. Oh, it's one of those guys. It's. Mount tells why they need the money. So if we go to the database, I need to see any of those. We know all those. Nekomata. Questions abound regarding why these mystical felines have decided to set up shop in Shibuya, though at least one theory suggests they're trying to save up Maker in order to buy some nether catnip. Oh, excuse me, can I pay for wares with dried fish and scritches? No, they need cold hard spiritual cash for nether catnip. Oh, I love it. Increases fire rate to increase the number of shots fired for charging. Ooh, I like that. Shortens the charge time. Like that. Bow and arrow, increase the bow quiver size, increase the bow's draw speed. Okay. I think I would like to have a shorter charge time. And also more shots. Magatama is required to unlock spirit skills. Ah. Then the cat is one have a drug. Forget the dry fish, I'll get the drug scotch.
よし行くぞ。これって。
汚れだ。
Corruption. Try and reach out with my power, just like before. Find ways to purge the corruption.
何か見える。
汚れの中心だ。破壊しろ。汚れに囚われていた。
Ah. Corruption of spirits. Spirits can sometimes be caught up in unchecked corruption. You can use your spectral vision to uncover the source of the corruption. Once you destroy the source and free the spirits, you can absorb them.
いう奴らも多そうだな。先に進もうぜ。
£50 on Steam, 6 on Wish of sales. Times like this, Lydia, I wish you had a console. Oh, Emoto. Nekomata. The place in the underworld where drug use is pretty liberal. It's called Amsterdam. Oh my god, Nia. Built PS4 that gathers dust. Oh, this is a PS5 game. I think I have you on PS Friends list. In fact, I'm very certain I do. Aww. Good Jim. What'll it be? News. Think you do, yeah.
売ってるのかよ。
Oh, you can buy arrows from them. Okay. Maximum is 10, makes sense. Ooh, I don't have quite that much Mega. I mean, I can buy another Katashiro, but I think I'm okay with 11 at the moment. Haven't gone close to filling that up yet. Thank you for the hydration reminder, and warp. Want to draw like comfort arts? Tried to draw a horror thing, but comfort didn't happen. Draw a Nekomata? Nekomata in the end. That's whereas if you had. Look at the toe beans! Look at the toe beans on him! Oh, I'm sorry, I've got to see if I go in photo mode. Oh. Oh. Player. Oh, I can't. Wait, filter you. That's filtered you. Look at those beans! Beans, can you go behind the counter? Probably, but also close up on beans. Thank you, Wickham, for your contribution to the Drunk Stream Challenge. Want to draw something booba? I could send you references and you can draw Chinya if you really want. She's got booba. Kitty claws. That's a really nice bit of detail. And no, I can't go behind the counter in this one. Wonder if I... Oh, I can use spectral vision to see, oh, that's kind of awesome. Why the... Oh, I get it. No. In fact, this game has a game that for free it takes place before the game is called Ghostwire Tokyo Prelude. Oh yeah, true. Shit, we have got that. What are you thinking about? Papa, it's not safe around here, human. I'd get away while you still can. Let's give him some food. Yeah, pal. Oh man, this really hits the spot. Don't eat too fast. Aww. Oh man, I really needed that.
お前よく触れるな。
そんなすごいことじゃないと思うけど。
And he gives you a reward for doing so. Oh my god, this has got to be the best game. Oh, between this and Stray, we've got the games of the year. Look, you don't want to take him home. Same. Okay, so there is also limited parkour available in this. Yeah, I was looking for you. 3,850. I was glad I was looking for that. While back I wrote a thing featuring lesbian non-sexual boob nomming. Can't want to draw something in that line. So puppy adopt our. This has got to be one of the best games I've played. For multiple reasons. What's going on in here? Oh, Jesus! Oh, that's powerful! Your stand floor, but it's comfy. Floor come. Yes. Just hoping I cry. I wonder if I could find a cat and also feed the cat with the tinned fish that I have. This game doesn't have a secret ending where your army of cute animals vanquishes the final boss with the power of love and cuteness. Oh, riot. Motor seconds this. Two. Oh. How did you get up there, though? Get the pitchforks. Ah. Oh, there's quite a few spirits there. Fair. Fair. Oh. This game's so intricate. I'm just going. I just found this random staircase, and now I'm going up. Where's it going to lead me? I don't know. This game is honestly incredible. Just in its scope and its detail and just everything. This could lead me to nothing. This could lead me to something, you know, like a secret. Who knows? I'm on the rooftops now. Across this one. Now. That's some really big corruption trees. Oh, there's a spirit over there. Doesn't seem to be anything I can actually do from up here. All in the name of just... Oh no! Whoa! Okay. Do a flip. Got one right. I know West when I get home, and one of my favourite pair deals with jellyfish is because projecting upsetting memories on imaginary characters equals therapy in my world. I know you very well, Amoto, and I 100% agree with that. I was going to say the same thing. What's that game I was playing recently where you can actually do that when you jump? Oh no, it's not. I wasn't streaming it, but Dusk. If whilst you're jumping, if you do a specific mouse movement, you do a front flip. Grandman's thinking like DJ, not the only one that does that. It's quite a known thing that I've seen. The peace scabs of blisters on my legs. I'll often move my current feelings into my OCs. Yep, a lot of people I know do that. Especially when it's you know, a traumatic thing. Or even just, you know, depressing or, you know, tragic. No. When my OCs get hurt, I feel it. Yeah. Unfortunately, the connection does go both ways. See, for me, I just try to create, you know, nice scenarios for my OCs. Generally because their backstory has been nasty enough. Property is theft. Oh my god. Ah. He stole the spirit bow. More OCs. I'm in a bad mood. I don't have anything I can feed you to help improve your mood. Make your way to the Shirayama Shrine. Oh, Shirayama. Oh, that's... To say this animasochist. Yep. Very marks. You become smoke, the next power will become neon on paper. Yeah, and weirdly enough, I actually start off with this one. Save the kitty. I can't see a way to do so. Ah, I saw that earlier. Because I was down there before, and I saw the spirits up here. I was like, how do I get up here? I'm up here now. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, I can save whenever I like. Shrine listener notice. If you're caught littering or dumping trash around our sacred shrine, you'll be charged with a full consecration fee for the preparation of your own gravesite. Wow. Wow. I love it. That's a shrine. Right. Roadside spirituality. Pray to a Jizo statue. Praying to a Jizo statue will permanently raise your maximum SP, the energy required to perform ethereal weaving. Oh. Like Japanese version of fuck around and find out. Anything else it was, it really did. Like the thing in the Outer Worlds near the beginning, you identify the closest living relatives. Like, well, what? You weren't related to him, but you're the closest living relative here. It's like, yes, I was the closest living person relative to his position when he died. It's like, oh Jesus. Miss the Outer Worlds. Such a good game. So, I think I see what people have been saying. I think I see the reason behind people's negativity. I don't agree with it if what I'm seeing is it, but I see what caused it. So, I'm going to save the game. Just there. And quit the title menu. So, yeah. So, the reason why I think people have been saying that the game is bad and that there is no content outside of the main quest is because all of the stuff that I've... So, if you just saw, all the content that I've been seeing outside of following the main quest has been exploratory. And, you know, just exploring things, finding the spirits, you know, just looking around the city, which I personally like because it's giving a massive insight into Japanese culture and more. It's fleshing out the game world, and it's doing it really well. Encourages exploration, and just it does such a good job of it. But the content wise, in relation to the main story quest, you know, where you're going against ghosts and the spiritual stuff and all that kind of stuff, where everything's going fucky. That's contained to the main story quest. So all the other exploration and that is where the negativity has come from. I personally don't agree. I think that is an integral part of it because it's telling the story of the city by you being able to explore it and, you know, find out more about it. I think it's really good. I think that game is absolutely amazing. Now, reminded one of the notes you said Fangita Fetch is known for their red clothes. That one had green clothes. Yeah, I was wondering about that. And it is. Once I read, people get tired of the gameplay loop on lower difficulties. I can see that. Because on normal, yeah, that combat for now is kind of basic. However, I only have one of the 3 ethereal weaving abilities unlocked to me, and I've also got the bow now, so it's still going there. But also, the gameplay loop, that game is telling a story. That game is telling a story both with the main quest and all the stuff you're doing around it. I think it does it amazingly well. Yeah, I honestly think that's really good. I could not find any faults with that. I really couldn't. The only thing that I thought was even slightly bit of a fault is that when it was doing the ghost rain thing, if you go under an overhang, it's still going through there. But if it's spiritual rain, that kind of makes sense because why should it conform to the laws of physics? Need to stop taking naps or blame someone in chat. Blame Mal. I was brilliant in terms of looks. Scary at times. Love the interaction with the animals. Yeah. Why don't just play it on hard difficulties? Too challenging. Sounds like you need high quality content, friend. Really enjoyed it all. There are hot single friends your age for 800 chroma. Okay, no. But yes, there are the 5 animated emotes that you can use as well in chat. The Bongo Dragon that Lydia and Woodgren have used, and then there's the 4 animated versions of other existing emotes. If I'd been a mod, you would have been banned, right? Let's face it, if puns weren't allowed on my stream or Twitch, I'd be his one banned. Look at the A1. Josie, hello, welcome. So you want to be a big shot? Oh my god, now we've gone Undertale. Not Undertale, well, technically, yes, Undertale, Deltarune. And yes, Josie showing off some of the animated emotes. I'm a mod, it's time. Unfortunately, it's time for me to end the stream. So yeah, thank you all very much for coming along, for your support. Still greatly appreciated. This has been an awesome game, and you know, a fantastic start to Chaos Mondays. I will be adding Ghostwire to the stream queue proper. Well, to be fair, I already did add it. It will be staying on the it'll be staying on the stream schedule. Stream queue, not stream schedule. I love this. This game was amazing. I want to play more of this. I want to see more of this. This is a game that has hooked me from the start and has kept me hooked throughout. It's given me jump scares. It's spooked me. It's kept me tense. It has done stuff horror-wise that has only ever really been achieved by games like Silent Hill for me. The game scares never felt cheapened. It has not felt like it's just an action game and all the horror's out the window. It's consistently interesting. The world is so well thought out. It's so well built up. It's just so good and so well put together. I am going to be doing more of this. This game is fantastic. But yeah. Yeah, it'll be definitely good. Next stream from me is going to be tomorrow at 4 PM BST, where we'll be doing the SCP stream reading. So yeah, if you've got SCPs you would like me to read, get them in mind, get them, make sure that if you check out on my Discord the SCP list, make sure they're not already in there, because those ones I've already read. And yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow. Until then though, this is all been for me. Thank you very much, Josie, for the contribution to the Drunk Stream Challenge. I think a pin by the side. Ooh, yeah, let me know. Let me know if you've managed to do those pins, Lydia. I will definitely invest. Twitch, I know the time is completely stopped on me. I'll be streaming again maybe this week. Nice. And that rain. Oh god, yeah, the rain. Like the details, like when the rain just happened, it's like, oh yeah, cool, rain's happening. And then looking, it's like, hang on, are the raindrops kanji? And then we looked at it, it's like, yeah, they are. Very good. Well, thank you, Lydia, for your contributions to Drunk Stream Challenge. Like for that one as well. No problem at all, Widgren. I understand that your attendance is patchy at best at the moment because of real life and your work situation right now. That's a great afternoon. Always happy to provide. Just never heard it. Oh. Thank you, Enward, for your contribution to the Drunk Stream Challenge. And as Neo has redeemed it. You should have seen on the part of Jace's 24-hour stream. I was doing that all the time. People don't like playing Uno with me. Well, actually, to be fair, no, they do like playing Uno with me because it's a fun time, but they do not like being in a match with me because I'm a dick when I play Uno. That's pretty nice. Good. I'm glad. But yeah, this game's been amazing, and I'll be looking forward to playing more of it immensely. But yeah, from now, thank you all very much for coming along, for your support. It's all greatly appreciated. Special shout outs for this stream go to Emoto for the 23-month resub. Thank you very much for that. Very much appreciated. And to Enward for the 13-month resub at tier 3. There is actually a way of working that out. Hang on. That equates to something. I think that's around. It works out to effectively the equivalent of 115 months worth of subscription, something like that. Yeah, 115 months that works out. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Enwob. It's very generous of you. Go up off the floor now to bed. Really, yeah, because so 1 month costs £4 or £5. 2 months, tier 2 costs twice that, and tier 3 costs 5 times as much. So yeah, 1 month of tier 3 subscription is worth 5 months of tier 1 subscription, basically. All welcome. I very much appreciate it. It's very, 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 very goes a long way towards helping the channel. The 13 times 5, yeah, pretty sure that's, yeah, it is 115 now I'm thinking about it. Yeah. 65? Really? Where are they getting Oh, I was putting another 10 in there for some weird reason. That'll be why. 65 months. 130 divided by 2. I wasn't thinking of it that way. I don't know why I was thinking of that. I don't know. My maths brain completely failed me. Yeah. Thank you very much for that, Nia. But yeah, thank you all very much for coming along. Until the next time, whether it be the SCP stream tomorrow, minimum order is 100 pieces. Don't think I need 100 pins. Distribute more pins to to chosen family members, Lydia. There you go. rank people in your family by how many pins you send to them. Need to grow your family. I'll also do what I can to see if I can find some pin sites for you as well, Lydia. But yeah, so until the next time, whether it be the SCP stream tomorrow afternoon or if it's tomorrow night with the Sherlock Holmes stream, I will see you then. Until then, though, thank you again for coming along, for your support in whatever way you've chosen to show it, and have yourselves a good rest of your evening, a good day, a good night, a good morning, or a good afternoon. All the time is for you. Till then, though, stay safe, stay amazing, see you later. Bye.